Welcome everybody to LA Auto Club. Today we're gonna show you beautiful Olight Allty 2000 bicycle light. Of course, this is the front light. It's really gorgeous and it's also pretty powerful because it has 2000 lumens with a throw of 165 meters, which is approximately 540 feet. So it's pretty strong light. I have this very light on my bike for last probably 6 months or maybe a little bit less. So I put it back into the box just for the sake of this video. And if you can see, it's really gorgeous. And let's see what else you're gonna get in the box. Mount is already mounted on my bike. So there is a manual. Then there is a couple of straps right here. I can see that we have 3 straps right here and the 4th one is already installed on my bike. They come with a different lengths, so you'll be able to attach it on any handlebar, no problem whatsoever. USB charging cable because this is a rechargeable light. Then some, Garmin compatible mounts, and of course Allen wrench key. All of that is in the box. I chose the Allty 2000 from aesthetic reasons and from the point of how powerful it is, and I of course wanted also rechargeable light. So for me, this is absolutely gorgeous light. Look at the tiny little profile from a side. This would be a profile from a top that you're gonna see while you're riding your bike, and then this is how it looks like from a front, So it's very tiny here and a little bit more here, which is great because your handlebar is going to be right here. Beautiful light. And now let's go through some basic technical specifications. 2000 lumens, beam distance 450 feet. Charging type is micro USB charging, and it's right here on the bottom. So this is the top part, and when you want to charge it, here it is. Just you remove this silicone cover and you can charge it right here. So it's fully rechargeable. It's compatible batteries APAC with 3.6 volt, which means that this Allty light right here, when we unlock it from the back in this side, then we can actually take this thing out, and you will see that in this battery pack there is 2 18650 batteries with a total combined capacity of 7000 milliamperes. So this is not only a powerful light, 2000 lumens, but the also capacity of battery is phenomenal, 7000 milliamperes. This is, I think, very probably the biggest battery capacity bike light in a smallest possible package. And that's why I like the Allty 2000, and it's also one of the most powerful, 2000 lumens. So both of those technical specifications combined are phenomenal. Olight light is definitely a beautiful light, but there is also a couple of additional features that makes it awesome. When you tap it just for a second, it will immediately show you the status of your battery. In this case, what is this? 56%. So it's right there. You can immediately just tap it and you can see that it's how full the battery is. In my case, 56%. If you hold it for a little bit longer, it will turn on, and then you can switch through the different light modes, and every time it's going to tell you what's the percentage of the charge of your battery. And if you leave it like this for a second or two, maybe a couple of seconds, then it's going to turn into something else, and that is it will show you actually how many hours and minutes you have of running this light in this particular light mode. This is the main mount that you use to mount Olight Allty 2000 on your bike. I mounted this mount right here as an almost extension of the stem of my bike, right in the center, in the middle of handlebar. And mounting of the Allty, it's super easy. You just kind of hold it like this and then you twist it, and it's right now fully and properly mounted. Okay, when, for example, if you need to stop and go into a shop, or you have to lock your bike in front of the store and you have to run in it, and you want to take the light with you in a store so that nobody steals it from you, just simply, and here it is. So it's pretty simple. Look how easy is that. And of course, it looks really cool. Charging of Allty 2000 is super simple. I usually do that while I'm working on my computer. You just take the Allty, turn it on the belly side. Here you have this silicone cover that covers the charging port. You take the USB cable, plug it in like any other piece of equipment, and it's charging. When you want to see the status of your charge, just touch the button on the top, and immediately LCD will tell you what's the charge status, and that's it. Now let's check it out how the Allty look like on my bike. I think it looks fantastic. It's very streamlined. With the bike is just actually the extension of the stem of my bike, right in the center of the handlebar, and it's super sleek, super nice from every angle. It's very elegant light and it looks gorgeous. And when you're riding the bike, you can barely see the Allty. It's right here in the central position of my handlebar, barely visible, and it's really light, powerful, looks super cool. I get a lot of compliments and a question about it from the people, you know, when I stop in a Starbucks or something like that. So that's really cool. Okay, now we're gonna conduct one very crude but very efficient and transparent experiment. We're gonna put Allty here. We're gonna check out the status of the battery. Battery is 100% full. Then let's turn it on. Okay, let me check out. Yeah, that's the 2000 lumens setup. Absolutely every LED is turned on. And as much as we can see here, it says that it's gonna take 1 hour and 28 minutes to fully discharge this battery. So now let's turn on the cooling system. And let's turn on a stopwatch on my old iPhone. And now there's nothing else to do but to wait and see for how long the Allty 2000 will go on 2000 lumens. And now while I'm conducting the live test over there, I'm actually playing a little bit with a PDF manual that I downloaded from the Olight website. And as much as we can see here in the manual, it's stated that if you're running 2000 lumen setup, it's gonna run for 1 hour. Of course, 1000 lumen will run for 2 hours. And there you have every light mode explained. That's great. And you have, of course, mounting instructions, and also recharging instructions, and also a couple of features explained about the beautiful OLED screen that the Allty 2000 has on the top. You have a logo mode, charging status, remaining battery percentage here, and of course remaining runtime, even the data failure. I never saw that because my Allty ran perfectly, so hopefully I'll never see that mode. And then some other notices here. The manual, it's really fantastic. All 2000 lumens are still going strong. It tells us that there's 11 more minutes of charge in the battery of Allty, and for now it's an hour and 22 minutes. And here it is. Our test is completed. Allty 2000 just turned off by itself. 1 hour 31 minutes and 45 seconds. So I would say that this test proved that on 2000 lumens, strongest possible light mode, Allty 2000 can run without any problem for an hour and a half.
After the test, I mounted the Allty 2000 back on my bike. Of course, I recharged it before I've done that, and I took it for a ride. So let's check it out, how it looks like. It really looks beautiful on my bike. It's well positioned right in the middle of my handlebar. So symmetry of my handlebar, it's perfect. Allty, it's almost like an extension of my stem. Looks great, works great. And I want to show you how it works in the traffic, because you want to be seen in the traffic and you want to see everything in the traffic during the day, of course, but also during the night, which is even more important. So let's check it out. And before we do that, let me actually show you one more time how beautiful Allty 2000 is on my bike. It looks gorgeous. It's a small, beautiful, and very powerful front light. I ride my bike almost always during the day, and here in California it's really always sunny and always bright, so it's always also very critical for me to be visible to the car drivers in the traffic, because those are the most dangerous elements for you in the traffic. I'm not afraid of falling from a bike, but if car hits me, that could be a real problem. So here you can see that even in a sunny California day, you'll be very visible with the flashing Allty 2000. You know, you can put it on a high mode, 2000 lumens, and when it flashes, it really flashes really bright. So you are visible in every traffic to incoming traffic, and hopefully all the drivers on the road will be able to see you. And I think that in that department, Allty 2000 really performed well. I'm much more visible on the road to incoming traffic and to anyone on a side who just getting into the streets where I'm riding my bike. With Allty 2000, you are simply very visible, and that's awesome. Look at this. Now let's quickly perform two tests. First test will be with a full light mode on, so there will be no flash, just light. And if you can see right now on the road, you'll be able to see every little tiny rock, every little piece of the pavement. It's phenomenal bright light. Look at this, you can see everything. And now look at me. Ooh, you can really see everything, how much of the light I have as a rider of a bike. And then the second test in the flashing mode. So this little strobe mode, it's very irritating, but it also makes you very visible, and that's exactly what you need on the road, everybody to be able to see you. And it's not only flash, but it's also constant light on, so you have a light plus flash.
Let's turn the Allty on. One click, boom, yes. Let there be light, you know, tons of light. You can see everything around yourself. Phenomenal light. A lot of light, really. Okay, so another test of Allty 2000. I just bike here to the park. Park is not lit well, and that's exactly what we need. So let's turn it on. One tiny little click on the power button, and Allty it's on. We could see the effect. Not bad for 50 or 100 lumens. I don't know how many exactly. This is a little bit more. This is, I think, 1000 lumen, and this should be, if I'm not wrong, 2000 lumens. So we can see really a lot. And if I turn up a little bit a bike, and you know, then we can see, I lifted up a little bit the front of my bike just to show you how powerful the light is. You could see entire jungle here in this park, no problem whatsoever. So maybe now at the end it would be a good idea to actually see the strobe modes, you know. So this is the lowest one, if I'm not wrong. Then this one, it's more powerful mode. Okay, let's then turn it into the third mode. Even more light. This is, you know, flashing pretty nicely. And this is, I think, the most powerful one, 2000 lumens flashing mode of Allty. So if you're in a traffic, I think that everyone will be able to see you with this flash, and that's fantastic.
And my test conclusion would be that Allty, it's beautiful, beautifully designed light with a great LCD on the top, looks great. And even what it's even more important is that it's easy to use. It provides phenomenal battery capacity and also great light modes. It's very powerful, 2000 lumens, nicely designed, look perfect on my bike, very easy to use with just one little tap on that button on the top, and you see all the info you need on LCD. And it looks perfect on a road bikes, you know, so just like my track, it looks perfect, and it's very light. So I really like this Allty 2000.